There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19.
Furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this podcast.
This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, March 25th, 2020. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Back in June of 2019, the Anne Arundel County Police Department received a tip for a report of child solicitation. After investigation, they did identify a suspect. He is a 53-year-old male of the 1100 block of Gum Bottom Road in Crownsville, Maryland. Throughout their investigation, they did identify a juvenile victim who is a resident of Fairfax County, Virginia. And in conjunction with the Fairfax County Police, in November of 19, they executed a search warrant on his home. They seized digital devices, which were analyzed, and they came back with evidence of child solicitation and child pornography. Fairfax County Police did arrest him, and he has been charged with solicitation of a minor under the age of 15 by the Fairfax County Police and is currently in a Fairfax County Adult Detention Center. Now, on March 18th of this year, the Anne Arundel County Police obtained an arrest warrant charging him with 10 counts of the possession of child pornography. They have served the warrant, and it is lodged as a detainer against the suspect should he be released from Fairfax County. Police do think there may be other victims, and if anybody has any information, they're encouraged to contact the police department's child abuse unit at 410-222-4733. Anne Arundel County State's Attorney Ann Colt-Litis announced that Kyle Heck of Severna Park was sentenced to 10 years in jail, and they suspended all but 8 years of that, so he will be spending 8 years in a Maryland prison, followed by 5 years of supervised probation for the negligent manslaughter in the death of Karen Tucker, 39, of Lusby. Heck did plead guilty to the charges on January of 2020, and this stems back to a September 2018 accident up in Severna Park on the B&A Boulevard. Heck was traveling southbound on B&A Boulevard when it crossed the center line and struck Tasker in her VW Cabriolet. Heck was able to crawl out of the wreckage. Tasker was trapped, ultimately transported to shock trauma, and passed away. When police arrived, Heck explained that a deer had come in front of his vehicle, but there was no evidence indicating that. Police did notice a smell of alcohol from him. When asked if he would do a test, he said he wasn't going to do any test. And then when he got to shock trauma, they did find traces of cocaine and methadone in his blood. Police found cocaine in Heck's automobile as well as methadone in a pill bottle with his name on it. Here's a little bit of a break to people that may owe the library some money, and this is some good news in this time of COVID-19. But the Anne Arundel County Public Libraries has released all liens, I guess you could call them, for people that had outstanding fines so they can access their digital content. The libraries are still closed, and typically if you have any fines over $15, they do lock down all of their digital content. Well, they have released that, and if you have some outstanding fines, you are able to access their digital content, which is extensive. At the basic level, it's e-audiobooks, e-magazines, movie streamings, e-books, music, databases, language learning programs, instructional and certificate courses, and much, much more. And sliding into COVID-19 news, Governor Hogan will be having a press conference at 11 a.m. this morning. If I was a betting man, I would say that the schools will be canceled for the rest of the year and all the schools will go to remote learning. Annapolis Mayor Gavin Buckley told the City Council that he is going to be restricting his own movements after he was possibly exposed to a person who is being tested for the COVID-19 virus. Now, the results of the testing do take 5 days, and Buckley does not have any symptoms, nor has he been tested himself. He was just exposed to a person who has been tested for it. He does feel fine. He says he is working from home, continuing to do city business through telework and virtual meetings. All of his public appearances have been canceled for the remainder of this week. A second Naval Academy midshipman has tested positive for the COVID-19 virus, and the midshipman is self-isolated at their residence and is receiving medical care in accordance with the CDC. And finally, as we wrap up, this is some really good news. State GOP Chairman Dirk Haire and his wife, Anne Arundel County Councilwoman Jessica Haire, are spending $10,000 of their own money for meals from local restaurants and caterers to support small businesses and to help the county residents who are being affected financially by the coronavirus. This was all sent out in a Maryland GOP newsletter yesterday, and it starts tonight down at Skipper's Pier in Deal. The Haires will pay the first $25 for the first 40 residents who contact Skipper's Pier and say they want dinner on Jessica and Dirk. Tomorrow night at the Glory Days Grill in Edgewater, same deal. They'll pay $25 to the first 40 people who go in and say, I would like dinner on Jessica and Dirk. And then on Friday, they're doing something a little bit differently. They're buying dinner from Julie St. Marie Catering in Annapolis for the entire Anne Arundel County police officers stationed in the Southern District of the county. If you're following along on the math, that doesn't all add up to $10,000. More dinners will be announced and more small business partners will be announced pretty soon for the upcoming weeks. But a big thank you to Dirk Haire and his wife, Jessica, truly putting their money where their mouth is and helping out small businesses and those in need. All right, that does wrap it up for today. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net throughout the day because we do update it throughout the day. If you're someplace you can give us a rating or a review, please do that. And if you like what we do, tell your friends and family about us as well. Other than that, hang tight. We've got George Young with your local DMV weather forecast coming up. He's coming up right after this message from Solar Energy Services.
Hello, Marylanders. I'm Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been thinking about solar for your home or business? If so, now's the time. The economics of solar are better than ever, and there's no better source than the trusted team at Solar Energy Services. We're the local experts with the best reviews in town. We've been around for 40-plus years, and we'll be here even longer to back up the generous warranties we offer. Let me put the solar economics in perspective. A typical residential solar investment in Maryland has an annual rate of return between 8 and 12%. And where can you get 10% annual returns for more than 25 years with very low risk? Not in savings, not even in stocks. So make your smartest investment ever by installing solar now and enjoy the satisfaction of doing your part for clean energy. Don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a wasted. Call today, 410-923-6090, or visit solarsaves.net.
Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, March 25th. Yesterday was a nice sunny bounce-back weather day after Monday's chilly rains, but it's right back to rain today and low to mid-50s before switching back to sunshine and 60s tomorrow, before more 60s Friday through Sunday, though it'll come with a chance of showers both Friday and Saturday, possibly lingering into Sunday morning as well before a slow-moving frontal boundary finally clears the region, allowing sunshine to return sometime on Sunday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great day out there, and be sure to get our app on all of your devices by searching for DCMDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Store, and also follow us on Facebook and Twitter and on our website at dmvweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Whether it's a fire, a hurricane, or a virus, Annapolis comes together. We've done it time and time again because this is a town that gets it. A town that knows how to lift each other up when the world falls down. As we face this new challenge, I encourage our community to come together as we've always done. I'm Steve Samaras from Zachary's Jewelers. I pledge to lend a hand to support my family, my team, my neighbors, and the small businesses in our town. Together, let's do what we've always done.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.